Well, I'm back at the Barwon this morning, and the water is still it's moving a little bit, which is good, and it's very still conditions, really nice. A little bit cool, but not too bad. I must admit there's a lot more weed in the water today, which is a bit of a problem because it is wrapping around the line, and unfortunately wraps around the bait, which means that you lose your bait presentation. But I had noticed some other people here, they hadn't been getting near as many bites as last night, so I'm not sure what today is going to be like. I've just cast in, so I've got to get my burley in place, and if that doesn't work, I might try the touch fishing that I've done before and that people were using very successfully last night, but that usually works much better when there's a lot of fish biting. So we'll see how we go. I'm looking forward to this. I'll use some different, I'm trying out a couple of different things at the moment, and if they work out I'll let you know exactly what they are. Wow, first fish of this morning, a small one. It's been really hard. I've had to try and change things up many times to get them, but that's what you have to do. To get this one I went from large hooks from about a size 4 down to a size 14, so I'm having to get back to my survival tactics to actually get the fish in. So anyway, we'll keep going, see if we can improve on this. Well, they're getting a little bigger, and I've decided to cast closer in so that I don't get as much weed on my around my gear. The thing that's happening though is by doing this, I'm bringing the fish in because I'm using burley. I'm bringing them to my bait, so I have the choice of where the fish are going to be. So that's working well. Well, this is what happens when you cast out into the deeper water. The big fish most definitely are in the deeper channel, but there's so much weed out there that it covers your bait and you don't catch anything unless you're very lucky. So, oops, and I'm getting bites on the other rod. It means I've had to go closer, lighter bait presentation, lighter finessing, really, the fishing that I'm doing. That is catching the smaller fish. Unfortunately, I like to get into the big ones, but I can't get out there to do it. Sometimes that's what you have to do. If you want to catch fish at all, you have to work out where you can draw them to. And this way I can go lighter gear, which seems to be an easier way of catching the fish. Okay, just got another one. Oh, so small. But these are small mullets. I was hoping for the big stuff, but at least I'm catching something. But they've been a bit harder. But as you can see, the bait and the hook is a bit bigger on this one, and I've got a very small hook on the other line. And it's just what gets past the weed, and that's what making the difference. Another small one. Yes, unfortunately I can't get the big ones. So yeah, there's this size, and even these are hard to hook, but couldn't get the big ones in, not so far anyway. Well, got one in close, but another small one, unfortunately. I just can't get those big ones. They seem to be all this size, but at least I'm getting something happening, and the other rod is going. Ooh. So I just keep going at it. Yes, I'm getting plagued by the little ones. Oh, how many more this size can I catch? So this is they're getting a little bit bigger, but it has been very, very hard. The one thing I've noticed that the way that I've been hooking them is to make sure that I put just a certain amount of bait, just a small piece of bait, just around the bend of the hook. If you have any loose pieces, the fish are picking up on that and pulling it away. So you've got to have just a ball around the bend of the hook, and that's been getting them in. And I've got a size 8 hook. I've been using chicken dipped in tuna oil. It's been very effective. So one of the local anglers here today who's been catching fish is Jenny. Now Jenny is Filipino, and she was really kind enough to come over and give me, or offer me, some chocolate porridge. Yep. So do you want to tell me a little bit about it, Jenny?
Yeah, I'm Filipino, and we have this chocolate porridge in our Filipino language. It's called lugaw. So yeah, I just wanna let Wayne have a taste of some philo food. I hope he likes it.
Oh well, thank you very much. So I'm going to try this. Now
Yep.
let's just have a look at it.
Yep.
Well, it's
So
as you
it
can see.
consists, yeah, it consists of just rice and put some organic cacao, like you know the cacao that made in the Philippines, like really from the seeds of the cacao plant. So yeah, a little bit of muscovado sugar, the brown sugar too, the organic one. So yeah,
And would this be something you'd have for breakfast?
yes, breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we
Okay,
do
well-
breakfast or snacks or whatever.
Snacks. Right, okay. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
It's a nice cool morning and I haven't had much to eat, so I'm going to just try this.
What does it say?
Wow, that is really amazing. It's sort of like, it's certainly most chocolatey.
Yep.
It's got the texture of porridge in it, and it's really, really soft and creamy. That is beautiful.
Well, thank you. That's
Well,
nice. You like it.
I
Thanks,
do.
Ray.
Thank you very much, Jenny, and good luck with your fishing.
Sure, you too.
Okay,
Thank
then,
you.
thank
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now finally I'm getting some better fish. This thing here, this is a good size mullet. This is what I've been after, and it's just been persistence, but keeping the burley going. So the burley has made the difference today. So there we go. Okay, casting in. See, I'm not casting in that far. I've actually got the fish in the area, and it means that I've actually drawn them into me. So all I need to do now is just wait, and I'm not using the rod holder anymore. I'm just holding my rod, and I'm getting little bites now, because you've got to really strike into these. But because I had the burley going in, I brought some better quality fish into the area. So it's just a matter of holding the rod, you know, just holding it gently like this, and then striking as soon as I feel that rod go around. Okay, if I can hang on to this one, I've got another one. And the water movement has really picked up, like there's a real flow in the water. Yep, another one, not a big one, but they're moving now, especially with the flow in the water. Fish. Yes, this is something a bit better than I've been getting before. I don't think this is a mullet actually, this might be a bream or a trevally. Just okay, now he's just discovered he's been hooked. This is a better fish. Wow, yeah, this is a pretty good fish. This is where I'm really hoping that I've tied my knots properly. Ah, it's a trevally. That's trevally. Trevally. Whew.
First time I've ever seen anyone catch anything.
Yep, no, this he's a
Bigger than a...
good fish. Okay, sorry, I'm just filming this. Okay, that's what I got. A nice trevally. That was a good fight. It just shows you the burley really works. He took that chicken. He's seen a few altercations in his time by the looks of it, so the top of that dorsal fin. And I'm going to put this one back. What a beautiful fish, eh? Well, one of the other species I came down here for is salmon. And I thought I might catch more of these because we're so close to the mouth of the river where it joins the sea. I only caught one in this session, but at least there's a few about. And so just another different fish. Well, got into a rhythm now. This is a small one, but they're biting like anything. And I'm just finding now, the moment they go in, within about a minute, either I'm losing my bait or I'm hooking a fish. So Burley's working, and the rod that I've got actually has two top ends, one for lighter work, one for heavier work, and the reel that I've got has two spools. So I have one spool with lighter line, one spool with heavier. I've actually changed the top end of this rod and my spool to go into lighter line, and it's made a difference in the fish I'm catching. So sometimes you've just got to finesse down. And if you've got something like this, you've effectively got two rods and reels. Well, I'll be going soon, but the salmon are coming through, so that's pretty good. I mean, these are small, but there's a bit of action. So good to see there's quite a variety of fish here. Now, a lot of people have asked me how to prepare mullet, because they're a very, very common species and we catch a lot. A lot of Australians don't like mullet too much because they find them a bit bland, but I think it's all in the cooking. And Jenny here has one way of preparing them that I think sounds very, very tasty. So Jenny, you're telling me that when you catch them, one of the first things you do is to dry them out. What do you do to do that?
Yeah, well, what we do is we cut the mullet like the butterfly style way, and then of course you clean it up first, scale it out, and put some salt and pepper, of course. Otherwise, you also marinate it first with apple cider vinegar, with garlic. And pepper as well, and of course salt, and then you marinate it for overnight, and then after that you can fry it straight away when you're ready to eat. And also another way is to dry it when it's of course when there's sun. You, as I've said, first you clean it, and then you butterfly it, and then put some salt and pepper, and then dry it with a paper towel, and then you put it under the sun, or maybe on a, we have this like a basket thing where we put it in, or maybe you can just put it in a colander, like, yeah, and let it dry in the sun. And then afterwards you can store it in your fridge, or if you want to cook it, you can just fry it straight away.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And you were